Happy St. Patrick's Day and welcome to today's presentation of Concordia University Chicago Athletics. Today, the Cougars women's soccer team play their second home match of the year as they take on the Benedictine University Eagles. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm Alex Campbell. Today, the third match of the season for both teams, who are both looking for their first W of the year, sitting at 0-2. Both teams have lost to Dominican, while the Cougars are coming off a tight 1-0 defeat to Aurora, and the Eagles fell in their opener of the season to the University of Dubuque. On this St. Patty's Day, though, the Cougars will hope luck is on their side this afternoon as we take a look at the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Eagles, in goal is number 1, a sophomore, Mary Frederick. Number 2, a senior midfielder, Callie Carl. Number 3, a junior forward, Shelby Mepham. Number 4, a junior midfielder, Eve Meintz. Number 6, a senior midfielder, Steph Nichols. Number 7, a senior midfielder and forward, Holly Ward. Number 10, a sophomore forward, Jennifer Garcia. Number 13, a freshman forward, Jordan Leonard. Number 17, a sophomore midfielder and defender, Taylor Healy. Number 23, a junior defender, Victoria Alvarado. And number 24, a senior defender, Katie Farb. For the Cougars, head coach Shani Paul makes just one change from the team that played against Aurora the other day. In goal, number 1, a sophomore, Cassie Salenzi. The back four right to left is number 5, freshman Megan Wilkinson. Number 9, junior Carissa Walters. Number 6, sophomore Megan Shelton. And number 8, freshman Grace Gladowski. In the midfield, number 23, midfielder freshman Itzel Calderon, alongside number 18, senior Marino. And I would expect number 3, Allie Brown, a freshman, to be just ahead of them. It looks like the Cougars will play a 4-2-3-1 today. Out on the wings, on the right is number 4, sophomore Brittany Chancellor. And on the left, senior number 19, Cecilia Kahanik. And up front, number 10, senior Esme Torres. The one change is at left back as Grace Gladowski replaces Brianna Welch. That midfield will be a point to look at. In the opening game of the season, they started with a setup where Itzel Calderon held as the lone defensive midfielder behind a combination of Brown and Chancellor initially in the game, Falkenstern as well. Paige Falkenstern, a sophomore midfielder, also played in midfield. Looks like it might be a more defensively solid setup as both Calderon and Marino a bit more defensive-minded, and Allie Brown more likely to have some license to get forward and help out. Cecilia Kahanik, left wings, has the lone goal of the season so far for the Cougars, a spectacular strike in the opening game of the year here against Dominican. And Esme Torres is the team's returning leading scorer. She has 12 goals in her Cougars career. So we're just about ready here to get things underway at Concordia Stadium. Some rain is expected in the forecast. We're thinking it might begin during the second half, although, of course, everyone will be hoping it holds out for this entire game, but certainly a chance of rain probably right around the time the second half starts. Looks like radar expects it to roll in right around 4 o'clock local time. Last season, a very competitive contest between these teams. On October 2nd of back in 2019, it was a 1-0 victory for Benedictine, who in their 2019 season went 7-10-2 and were knocked out in the first round of the NAC tournament in overtime by Illinois Tech. The Eagles are coached by Katie Berkopic. She's in her first season as head coach of the Eagles. Previously was an assistant at the D1 level with Loyola Chicago. And the Cougars, of course, are coached by Shani Paul in her third season, looking to return the Cougars to the NAC tournament. National anthem is playing in the background, and in a moment we'll turn it over to the public address for our starting lineups. Starting lineups introduced. We're just about ready to get underway here on a windy, chilly day at Concordia Stadium. Hopefully pre-kickoff here can get a look at how exactly the Eagles are going to line up. We roughly know the shape that Concordia is going to take. It'll be a 4-3-3. The question is, will it look more like a holding midfielder with two midfielders in front of them, or more of a 4-2-3-1 type of setup with two more defensive midfielders? Cougars huddle at their bench. Eagles out on the field. Both teams looking to come away with their first victory of the season today here in River Forest. So it'll be the Cougars to kick off. Again, it is Salenzi in goal. A back four of Wilkinson, Shelton, Walters, and Gladowski. In midfield, Calderon, Marino, and Brown. And up front, Kahanik, Torres, and Chancellor. For Benedictine, in goal is Frederick. The back four is Leonard, Alvarado, Mintz, and Farb. In midfield are Carl, Healy, and Nichols, and the front three are Mepham, Garcia, and Ward. Cleared forward Torres, looking to play it back, but that's intercepted by Ward. Alvarado, the right-sided center back, pushed out to the right here, helped out by her right back Leonard, but back with the Cougars. And opening it up, it looks like it is going to be that same 4-3-3 again for CUC. And here's Jay Marino. She's going to be the holding midfielder to start things off, with Calderon just ahead to the right and Brown just ahead to her left. This one played down the far side for the Cougars, who are in all white, playing from right to left in this opening half. The Eagles are in black, playing from left to right. Cleared up field by the goalie Frederick, a sophomore from Houston, Texas. Captained by Wilkinson. Cutting in field, but cleared away by the Eagles, and the offside flag will go up. Good defensive coordination. The referee still hasn't seen the flag and will now blow their whistle. Straying just too far was Jennifer Garcia. Two number 10s playing in the center forward positions for each team respectively. Garcia, a sophomore from Aurora. 3 goals in her freshman season. Cleared forward by Walters. Quickly repelled, though, by Benedictine. Looking to get onto that one was Shelby Mepham, but it's cleared away by by Megan Shelton. Shelton and Walters were the center back pairing for the opening game against Dominican and again against Aurora. So now this is the third straight game that we've seen that partnership at the center of defense between the sophomore and the junior. Again, the only change at left back, as Brianna Welch is replaced today by Grace Gladowski, who started here against Dominican. So this was the back four we saw to start the year. That one just over the head of Marino. Flicked on by Mepham. Trying to get there is Garcia, but getting heads to it were first Walters and then Shelton. Marino pushed to the far side. She's just looking to clear, but unfortunately does so off the back of Brittany Chancellor, who is unable to keep that in play. It'll be a throw-in on the far side for Benedictine. And this is Healy. Healy under pressure. And the Cougars knocking it away. Torres able to get to the second ball. Holding off Farb. Torres working along the far sideline. Looking to spin away from a defender that's knocked out of play. It will be Cougars ball. Last off of Eve Mintz. Header won by Healy in midfield. Fought for along the far sideline. Push forward, this is Torres. Leaving it off for Calderon. Loose first touch, though. Now it's back with Wilkinson. Torres leaving it off there for Chancellor. Torres still working on the far side, doing well to hold possession. Back now for Marino. Marino nowhere to go. Back now for Shelton. Again, dropping in to help build up play is Esme Torres, who plays very much like a false nine from that center forward position. She'll drop back into midfield like you're seeing here and help build up possession, and you'll see Brown and Calderon often making runs beyond her from midfield. Here's Torres again with 5 teammates ahead of her. Marino. All the way to the near side. Here's Kahanek, right about in the spot she scored from against Dominican. Gladowski down the left. Looking back in for Kahanek, and it's cleared away there by Holly Ward. Gladowski able to play as a fullback or an outside midfielder. Throw in here for Brown. Looking to leave it for Kahanek. Cleared by Leonard. Only though as far as Marino. CUC able to keep the ball in the attacking half at the moment. Calderon looking to chip it through for Chancellor. That pass was cut out by Farb. Counter pressing though here from the Cougars. Leonard just trying to get it clear. Anywhere will do, and it's out for a throw on the near side. And CUC will maintain their possession as we've played 5 minutes here in the opening half and we are scoreless. Gladowski in looking for Torres. Trying to flick that ball around Alvarado. She'll go back to her goalkeeper Frederick, who clears. 50-50 ball into the middle. First touch there from Garcia. And then knocked forward again by the Eagles. Walters has to be careful here. Her and Gladowski converging. They work it back to Cassie Salenzi, sophomore from Carpentersville, Illinois, in the CUC goal. Cougars looking to play out here from the back. And Kahanek unable to keep that ball in play. It will be a throw-in on the near side for Benedictine. Of course, a short trip for the Eagles from Lisle, Illinois. This game does not count as a conference matchup. The way soccer's being run in the NAC this year is many teams are going to play each other twice, but only that second game is going to count in conference standings. So this first bit of the schedule, first 4 or 5 games, is being counted as non-conference play, and it will be interesting to see down the stretch of the schedule how teams adjust when they get to take each other on the second time around. It's turned over by the Cougars to Ward. Interesting that it's Itzel Calderon who's really been the highest pushing of the 3 midfielders so far. Mepham. Farb, almost giving that away. Carl was under pressure from Torres. Alvarado, as that ball is running quickly away from her on what could be a slick service today. That's knocked away by Kahanek, and Kahanek could be in here. She's got Torres with her. Finding Esme Torres, looking back for Kahanek. The flag will go up on the far side, as Kahanek was just a bit offside on that give and go. Nice idea from the 2 Concordia forwards, but I'm surprised that Cecilia Kahanek did not take that shot on. The opportunity could have been there for her second goal of the season. But the counter pressure from the Cougars causing real problems so far for this Eagles defense. Good awareness, though, to know where each other were on that opportunity between Torres and Kahanek. Mainz. It's cut out by Marino for Calderon. Just looking down the line. Pass attempt blocked away by Nichols. Kept in on the far side. Chancellor knocks it forward. Torres will give chase. Esme Torres beaten to it by Mainz, who clears away for a throw to CUC. And the ball is spending more and more time on the left-hand side of your screen right now. Wilkinson. Torres. Again looking to turn in possession. Back here for Marino. Torres. Calderon flicking it outside. Chancellor brings it down with a good first touch. That's knocked away. And it should be the first corner of the match for CUC, and it will be. And running over to take this one is Cecilia Kahanik. Cougars with a lot of options short here. We'll see what they do. Certainly something off the practice field being set up here. You've got 3 players lined up at the 15-yard line on the far side. I don't know if they're decoys to create more space. Kahanik will swing this one in. On the volley is Chancellor. Ball falls loose. Chancellor's second attempt is blocked. Flying in was Glodowski before Benedictine's able to clear, and Garcia has done well to get on the end of this clearance. She's 1-on-3 at the moment, waiting for help. But up in support, free through the middle is Carl if she can find her. Garcia still working 1-on-3 on the far sideline. It's knocked out, and well done by the Cougars defense, particularly Carissa Walters, to win back possession and prevent a cross from coming in, as again, Callie Carl clean through the middle. Carl still pushing high here, and Brown will find Marino. Loose first touch, though. A chance here for Benedictine to cross one into the box. No one there, though, on the end of it. And easily off the bounce, catching is Salenzi. Almost 10 minutes played here, 0-0 still. Cougars certainly with the better of the play so far. Neither side, though, yet to record a shot on target. Nice touch there from Brown for Kahanik. Torres now working the near sideline, but won't quite get to that one. Most of the play, of course, so far, but on the far side of the field. Jordan Leonard, a freshman from Lyle, so a local player for Benedictine, setting up the throw-in. Healy. First touch let her down, but it'll be out for another Benedictine throw. Leonard again. Marino easily getting to that one first. Brown battling there with Healy. Back for Glodowski, who will just send it forward over the top, looking for Torres. Mainz trying to deal with that one. No handball, says the referee, despite calls from Benedictine. Trying to flick that one out was Nichols. It's right back over to the Cougars, though. There could be some room to attack here. Brown. Torres. Cleared away by Mainz, who's been busy. Pass left a little short, but still plenty of time for Salenzi and not under too much pressure. She'll go back now to Megan Shelton on the far side. Calderon. Knocked away there by Carl. And a chance now for Benedictine to get on the attack. Carl to the near side. This is Holly Ward. Ward well defended by Glodowski, who will prevent this going out for a corner. Got to be careful there, though. In the end, it is going to be a goal kick. Well done by Grace Glodowski, freshman from Plainfield. Was a 4-year letter winner at Plainfield Central. But a Cougars player is down here. It looks like it's Itzel Calderon. And in this sport, when a player just sits down of their own accord, it's normally a sign that they know something's gone wrong, and CUC is preparing the match's first change. Calderon is off and is replaced by Brianna Welch, which means we're going to see a system, not a system change. We're going to see things shift around here for the Cougars. Megan Wilkinson has come over now to play left back. Brianna Welch is going to play right back. And slotting into midfield where Calderon was is now Grace Glodowski. So Glodowski to midfield, Wilkinson to left back, and Welch, a senior from Oswego, in at right back. All 3 of the fullbacks we've seen this season for CUC are right-footed, so it's all about who's most comfortable on their weaker side. They could be on the counterattack here. It's Kahanik racing Leonard down the near sideline. Leonard able to get there first and clear away. Wilkinson with the upcoming throw-in. As the Cougars continue to apply pressure. Looking for Torres. Ball deflects around. Leonard will clear straight up the middle of the field. Walters gets there first, but it's a bit of a shank, and it could be a counter opportunity here for Benedictine. Garcia has Mepham ahead of her. Through ball looking for Mepham. Walters does well, though, to recover and cut out that pass. Wilkinson working along the near sideline. It will be a throw for the Eagles. But some good, desperate defending there from Carissa Walters, junior from Zeeland, Michigan. Leonard with the throw in for Benedictine. Flicked on. Healy. Anywhere to the middle was the goal there. I don't really think she had any teammates picked out. Walters. Wilkinson. CUC working it along the near side. Carl stepped there in front of Brown. Taken back away, though, by the Cougars. Brown finding Gladowski. Torres. Good ball movement here by the Cougars. Torres has Welch outside of her. She'll play her. Brianna Welch in all sorts of space on the far side. Welch back infield now for Torres. Torres plays it outside, staying onside was Chancellor. Chancellor, first time cross, comes into the box. It's over Kahanik's head. Could fall all the way to this side, though, for Brown, who immediately crosses it in. Kahanik, ball deflects around, and Benedictine just clear as another threatening, nervous moment there caused by the Cougars. Some excellent ball movement there. Torres dropping in, finding Welch on the outside, and then playing that through ball for a nice first-time cross for Chancellor that just missed Kahanik. Turning here is Gladowski. Torres will let it run. Chancellor trying to get on the end of it, and clearing out for a throw in is Katie Farb on the far side. A positive start so far for the Cougars. Just over 14 minutes played here at Concordia Stadium. Crossed in. Alvarado will look to clear. Torres gets there first. Kahanik couldn't bring it down, and it's cleared away by Leonard. But Torres and Kahanik finding themselves consistently in dangerous positions. Marino. It's cleared. Garcia's all on her own against the two Cougar center backs, and it's the Cougars back in control. Almost given away here, and it is. Garcia looking to slow things down. Back for Alvarado. Ward right into Wilkinson. Wilkinson again with the block, and yet again will get a foot in. It's a loose pass there, and Torres able to pick it up. Kahanik in field, not quite on the same page with Brown, and Healy able to turn for Benedictine, but her pass is straight out of play, and so the Cougars gifted possession right back. Megan Wilkinson from Georgetown, Kentucky with the throw-in. Torres backing in against Alvarado. Marino. Inside for Torres, and there's space there. Esme Torres cutting in field. Still Torres. Well defended, though, by Mainz. And Mainz, the center back, will stride forward. She'll play this one through for Ward. Ward racing down the near sideline. Shelton and Wilkinson trying to catch up. Ward will keep it in play, but in the end, it's only a throw-in. Good tracking back there by Wilkinson. And now Benedictine will make their first change. It will be at left back as Katie Farb goes out. And she is replaced by, I believe, number 27, Cassie Hackett. So Hackett, a sophomore from Naperville, is in at left back for Farb. And another throw-in upcoming right next to the corner flag. Leonard up from her right back position to take it. In for Garcia. Kahanik back to help defend, and she'll clear away. And Torres can give chase. Mainz, the furthest outfield player back here, will play it even further back for Mary Frederick, who clears again forward. Pressure coming from Benedictine. Got to be careful, and in the end, Megan Shelton does the safest thing and clears out for another throw down by the corner flag. And it will again be Leonard with the throw-in. And we're going to get a foul. And it's going to be a free kick just outside the 18-yard box here on the near side. First set-piece opportunity of the day for the Eagles. And to take it will be Steph Nichols, a senior from Tinley Park, who has scored at least 3 goals in every season, but is yet to score this year. Shelby Mepham is the player crowding the goal. 6 Eagles on or around the far side of the penalty area. They'll run across now and back up. Looked like a bit of a false start on something they were trying to set up. Nichols to take. Right foot, a low drive to the middle, looking to set up a shot, which she does, but it's wide off the foot of Holly Ward. maybe not the best opportunity itself, but in terms of a shot toward goal, that is the closest either side has come here in this first half. 18 minutes played now. And Salenzi will send this forward for the Cougars. Flicked on by Wilkinson. Brown battling there with Nichols. Sent forward by Leonard. Header won by Shelton. Knocked forward again, but this is going to be easy for Salenzi to deal with. Late pressure put on by Garcia. Salenzi in her first year as Cougars number 1 made one start last year, but did come off the bench 11 times. A shot from distance here. Salenzi was scrambling to her right. In the end, the shot floats wide off the foot of Taylor Healy, who had to go from about 35 yards out. Shelton, Welch. Knocked away by Welch. Here's Glodowski. Alvarado under pressure from Torres. Back for Mainz. Alvarado. Chancellor with the pressure here, joined by Glodowski. And the Cougars win it back. Chancellor doing well to hold possession there and sends one down the line for Torres to chase. Mainz is there first for the Eagles, and she'll go back to Frederick, who, with her first touch, sends out a play on the far side. And we've got a substitution coming now, as Grace Glodowski will get a break after shifting from left back to center midfield, and she's replaced by Paige Falkenstern. Falkenstern, who did not play in the Aurora match, but as I mentioned, started against Dominican in this position on the right side of central midfield. Stepping forward here is Walters. Brown. Wilkinson. Wilkinson, crossfield ball, nicely done to Chancellor. Chancellor able to regather. Sliding it through. Here's Esme Torres, edge of the area. Torres working to the end line, tries to send a cross in, and it will be a corner for the Cougars, their second. And over to take it once again will be Kahanik. And once again, we're seeing this setup from the Cougars, putting 3 players about 20 yards from goal or so on the far side. Not sure it's doing much more than drawing 2 defenders out of the box, but the less protection the goal has, I guess the better. Kahanik in swinger over a couple of heads, cleared away. Charging in there was Shelton to maintain possession for the Cougars. She'll have a go. That's blocked and cleared away by the Eagles. And Walters will watch this one roll out for a CUC throw. Garcia. Brown battling there with Nichols, who comes away with the ball, but then sends it straight to Wilkinson. Shelton. Looking to the near side here for Kahanik, but Leonard able to step forward and intercept it, only to give it right back to Marino. Chancellor doing well there to hold off Hackett. Sends it down the line again for Torres to chase. Mainz there first. She'll go back for Frederick, but you never know if a keeper might mess up a clearance, and that one just stops dead. Brown, she'll have a shot. Did it take a deflection? We'll wait for an indication. Referee says no, it will be a goal kick. Free kick here awarded to the Eagles. Alvarado sending it forward. That was Nichols colliding with Brown. Carl. And Torres now in possession for the Cougars. Torres down the far sideline. Chancellor does well to keep it in play. Nice turn by Chancellor. Looking back for Torres. Couldn't quite link up. But a poor decision almost there by Benedictine as Mepham was trying to just stride out of the back line and ran straight into trouble. Holding possession for the moment is Ward. Leonard just clearing it forward. Over the head, though, of Jennifer Garcia. It's another throw-in for CUC. Torres leaving it for Kahanik. Give and go. That ball almost landed right on Esme Torres' head. Didn't see it coming. One back, though, by the Cougars. Kahanik trying to find the angle for a pass for Torres. Leonard under pressure. Deflected by Esme Torres. Leonard looking to clear again. Hits it right at Kahanik. Looking for Brown. And still, Benedictine can't get it clear. They just send it out for another Cougar throw. Kahanik just loft this to the middle. Brown. Nichols in there. The captain for Benedictine. It's going to be another Cougars throw here on the near side. Torres. Marino. Marino with some nice moves. Still in possession to the middle, looking for Brown. Brown flicking. Well defended, though, by Mainz, as Esme Torres had made a run through the middle. And looking to play a through ball there was Garcia, but in the end, it's out of play. Benedictine have looked occasionally dangerous on the counterattack, but not able to build up much in possession. Torres again on the end of a throw-in, battling with Alvarado. Back for Leonard, who clears. First ball won by Walters. Falkenstern played it off the right foot of Brown. It's going to work out in the end, and she'll play to the far side for Welch stepping forward. Welch, if Chancellor stays on side, she's in a ton of room. Flag stays down. Chancellor cross to the middle looking for Kahanik, but it's into the arms of Mary Frederick. Good build-up, though, again by the Cougars. And again, it's Brianna Welch stepping up from right back to provide an asset to the attackers for the Cougars as they try to get numbers forward. Goal kick off the bounce. Found Laura, whose substitution I must have missed. She's now playing on the left wing in place of Mepham. Be a throw on the far side to Benedictine. About 26 and a half minutes played here in River Forest, as we hope the rain will hold off until at least the second half, if not until this game is over. Torres able to turn, looking to play Chancellor, who looked over the wrong shoulder. But those opportunities are there down that right flank for the Cougars. As Torres drops in, Welch pushes up. Brittany Chancellor finding space on the right wing right now. Garcia unable to hold possession, but the referee rules that there's a foul by the Cougars. Free kick for the Eagles. Mainz sends it forward. Over the head of Ward. And cleared by Walters. Only though as far as Callie Carl. Midfield battle there as it's cleared away by Falkenstern. Leonard out for another throw. Under pressure from Kahanik. Walters looking for Torres. It's over the head of Alvarado, and Torres could get to this one first and does. Esme Torres onto her right foot will have a go. Didn't catch it as well as she might have liked, though, and in the end it's a save by Frederick. But the right idea absolutely there as soon as Torres was behind her defender. Frederick sends it forward. Unable to control there was Healy and then Marino. Garcia tangling with Walters, whose size and strength pays off there. Welch finding Chancellor on the right wing. Chancellor for Torres. Mainz will clear the way. Throw in the far corner for CUC. Mainz clearing again only as far as Welch. No touch on that ball, so CUC will maintain possession. Welch will send it across. Kahanick there battling with Alvarado. Kahanick goes down. Almost fell for Wilkinson. Brown has her pass blocked. Garcia will get to the ball first, and here's a counterattacking chance for Benedictine. Garcia knocking it down the line, trying to get in a race with Walters. But Walters' center back partner, Shelton, is over to avert the danger. Header won by Wilkinson, out of play for a throw. Cougars are preparing another change. Kate Gavin is going to be coming into the match for the first time today, the freshman, who has played in both matches and started the opener against Dominican. Carl looking to turn their way from Brown, who does well, and Shelton quickly gets it out of her feet. It's another throw-in for the Eagles. Wilkinson wins the header. And that's the last off of Holly Ward, and Cougars will take over once again. Falkenstern was looking for Torres. Leonard stepped forward to clear. Another header won by Wilkinson. Falling for Ward. Ward going around the outside. Ward will get a cross in, though that is blocked by Walters, and then last off of Ward for a CUC throw. Well, Carissa Walters started every match last season as a center back for the Cougars. Megan Shelton only played in 4 matches, so they're still learning as a partnership, but their communication, especially today, has looked really solid. Chancellor looking to return to Torres, but in the end, Carl able to play back to Frederick, who, as she has tended to do today, clears away on the first time. Chancellor battling there with Laura. Chancellor down to the turf goes Mainz. Chancellor went in hard there. And for the moment, Mainz has stayed down, a little slow to get up. Not sure if she might have taken a shoulder to the head there as the two players went charging in for the loose ball. Kate Gavin is ready to come into the game. Likely to give someone in the forward line a break. Alvarado sending it forward. That bounces over the head of Garcia, and Shelton clears. Nice first touch there by Brown, and leaves it off for Marino. Marino to the near side for Kahanick. Kahanick chipping it down the line, looking to time the pass for Torres, who goes crashing in, and a free kick is going to be awarded as it's Mainz again on the wrong end of a collision as she has stayed down. And the referee is urging medical help to come out quickly. And a yellow card has been shown to Esme Torres. Torres went charging in there trying to win the ball. So yellow card to Torres. Which I think, honestly, the challenge to me looked fair, but I think this is a case of, and this is not uncommon, when a player is injured, there's definitely more impetus to give a card for the other player involved. And the primary concern at the moment, though, is that Eve Mines is okay. Junior from Huntley, Illinois. Making her 37th appearance today for Benedictine. We're going to take a quick break here on the broadcast. 0-0 here in the first half, just over 12 minutes to go. Back here at Concordia Stadium, as good to see Eve Mines be able to walk off on the far side. Obviously, don't know what kind of injury she might have suffered. She's going to be replaced here. As into the match is number 11, Lolly Sanchez, who's walking into midfield, and it looks like it's going to be number 17, Taylor Healy, who will slot in as the left-sided center back. A reminder, a yellow card to Esme Torres out of that collision with Mainz. Two Cougars, including Kate Gavin and somebody else, are still waiting to come in. Gavin's been over there for at least 5 minutes. Marino. Wilkinson, back here for Walters. Crossfield now for Welch. Marino. Walters. Kahanik. Battling with Leonard. Well done by Kahanik to maintain possession. Marino. Striding through midfield. Marino. Pass was just behind Allie Brown. The Cougars had numbers again, though, down that right side. As Shelton sends it forward, it's out of the path of Chancellor. And still the Cougar substitutes will wait. Marino comes out of traffic with it. Chancellor has her pass blocked. It is a Cougars throw, and now finally these changes can be made. Esme Torres is coming off, as is Brittany Chancellor. Into the game are Kate Gavin and I believe that's Hannah Bowers. Bowers listed as a defender and has played fullback this season, subbed in on the right wing. Have to see if there's any further adjustments there. So it's now right to left, Bowers, Gavin, and Kahanik, the front three for the Cougars. Cleared forward by Falkenstern. And Gavin just into the match can give chase. Cleared by Frederick. Headed on by Ward. And that's cleared straight to Sanchez, and Garcia, I believe, would have been offside there anyway had the Cougars not cut out that pass. And a free kick awarded to CUC. 10.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Still 0-0. Cougars have controlled the majority of possession. They also have the lone shot on goal, an effort from distance by Torres. Welch sends it forward. Sanchez, back for Leonard. Space here for Lara. Lara looking to the near side, not quite on the same page with Ward, and Benedictine's passing has not been as crisp in this first half as they would have liked. And while throw-ins are not an officially tracked stat in terms of something we keep track of per player, Megan Wilkinson has had her fair share of them so far in this game, and I'm not sure that throw, if that throw never went in play, the Cougars should get to retake it. Maybe the wind is swirling enough to push that out of play. Headed forward by Benedictine. Over the head, though, of Garcia. Marino. Kahanik. Looking for Brown. Back for Kahanik. It's broken up by Carl. Wilkinson there. Brown. Kahanik. Carl going down. Another collision. As that's sent forward by Kahanik. Headed away by Healy. Falkenstern playing it wide. As Hannah Bowers gets her first touch of the match. Bowers down the right side. Bowers, that ball ran out of play before she was able to get the cross away. Again, the ball just almost like a magnet to that far right corner at times in this first half. Forward by Walters. Good step there, though, from Carl, who in defensive midfield has been putting out a lot of fires in this first half. She's been everywhere, the Benedictine captain. Garcia able to turn here. And overlapping on the outside is Hackett, but first to it is Brianna Welch. But immediately forward and in behind here could be Ward, but it will run away from her, and Salenzi will watch it roll out of play for a goal kick. So a nervous moment it looked like for the Cougars there initially, but the ball skipped off the turf and away from Benedictine. And in the end, it's nothing more than a goal kick as we've ticked under the 8-minute mark in the opening half. Salenzi. Oh, it's off the toe, I think, of Marino. 3 or 4 players converging there. Benedictine coming out of it. And Garcia had a shot, but if she had looked, she had Carl making a run right down the middle with no one around her. Kahanik working here against Leonard. Referee says the throw-in is CUC's. Wilkinson, Marino. Back for Wilkinson, who will go back for Salenzi. Salenzi yet to have to make a save in this match, but she has gone scrambling for 2 efforts that went nearly wide of each post. Marino breaking up that throw-in and cleared by Falkenstern. Healy wins the header. Sanchez able to turn with it. Back here for Carl. And now Leonard. Leonard to the near side now for Ward. Ward looking down the line for a run by Sanchez. But there first is Walters, and she can clear. Only as far, though, as Leonard, who runs straight into Brown. Kahanik is there. And the referee is going to call a foul. Looks like was a slight advantage play. The foul called against Allie Brown, and a free kick opportunity and a chance to just get the ball into the box. Something they haven't had the chance to do often. And that is forward and slicing wide by Steph Nichols. Looks like it's a co-captain situation for Benedictine, as Nichols and Carl both have armbands. Brianna Welch, is the team captain for the Cougars, but no, I don't believe anybody on the team wears the armband during games. Wilkinson with a nice move, cutting inside, trying to find Bowers, but there first was Healy as Bowers took a tumble. Callie Carl looking for Ward on the near side, and her speed overestimated a bit. We've seen that a few times today where Benedictine just not quite able to time their passes. Wilkinson looking back for Salenzi, who's alert and able to keep that in play. Cougars have looked fairly comfortable trying to pass out of the back, although, of course, as soon as I say that, there's a misplaced pass, out for a Benedictine throw. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Alvarado under pressure from Kahanik. Give it away, and Brown hits it forward looking for Gavin. Able to clear, though, is Healy, only as far as Falkenstern. Falkenstern looking to play it down the line as Gavin made a run from out to in. Bowers pressuring Carl. Able to turn his Hackett. She'll play it forward, and it skipped past both Lara and Welch on the far side and all the way into the 18-yard box for Salenzi, who can pick it up. Salenzi high up into the air. Ball takes a bounce. Gavin able to get there, but Alvarado with the header. Brown able to hold off Nichols, but it's given away. But the through ball well in front of Garcia and easy for Salenzi. Game a bit more scattered over the last few minutes. More of the ball for Benedictine, but they haven't been able to do much with their possession. Welch has Bowers making a run down the near side. Instead, goes for Kahanik. Kahanik is in behind. The flag has stayed down, and last-ditch defending by Leonard prevents the chance. A strong effort there to get back by the freshman right back. It looked like Cecilia Kahanik was going to be clean through and in on goal, but not to be. Throw in is last off of the Eagles. It'll be a corner, the first one on the near side, and that will mean Brianna Welch will come all the way over to be able to take a right-footed effort on this corner kick as we tick down under 2.5 minutes to go in the opening half. Welch, in swinger, plenty of power, right to the middle. Kahanik took a swing and missed. It's loose in the box. Falkenstern is there. Cleared away desperately by Callie Carl, and out for a throw on the far side. Another chance for the Cougars that won't be registered on the score sheet as a shot, but dangerous nonetheless. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Cougars working quickly here. And a free kick awarded to the Eagles. The wind starting to pick up here just a little bit at Concordia Stadium. As the first half winds down. Gavin picking up the loose ball. Looking to turn. Cougars throw. 1:05 to go here in the first half as we tick into the 45th minute. Sanchez trying to hold off a couple of defenders. CUC able to win it back. Nicely done there by Welch. Leaving it here for Marino. Marino, outside of the foot effort, was trying to curl that around the defender to find Kahanik. Alvarado clears. Shelton stepping forward. She'll also get the second touch. Well done by Shelton. She's got options ahead of her. Nice dribble there by the center back, right around a defender. Gavin. Still Shelton pressing forward. Why not in the final 20 seconds of the first half? Leaving it off here for Wilkinson. Wilkinson crossing in. Kahanik, first touch, collected back and cleared by Benedictine. Sent forward again by Shelton. Final 10 seconds of the half. 6 seconds. 5. Garcia knows she's low on time. Only 3 seconds. She's not going to get a shot off. Wilkinson retakes possession. The buzzer sounds, and that brings an end to an exciting yet scoreless opening half. 45 played, 45 to go. It's the Eagles 0, the Cougars 0. Second half is coming up next. Welcome back for the second half, and it looks like we're going to see a couple changes. One of note is that Eve Mintz is back in the game after walking off with an injury in that first half, so she is back at center back. And right now standing at midfield is Taylor Healy, who started the half at center back. I think she's going to end up back there. At the moment, it's Alexa Lara on the left, Jennifer Garcia through the middle, Holly Ward on the right up front for Benedictine. Through the middle are Carl and Nichols. And here comes Victoria Alvarado in at center back. So she'll complete the back four. And the midfield will be filled out by Taylor Healy. For the Cougars, Esme Torres is back in. And on the right to start the half, Brittany Chancellor back on the field. Looks like overall it is the original starters for the Cougars in the match right now. And I think it actually might be the same for Benedictine now that I check. So original starting 11s back on the field. We're underway here in the second half. Calderon cutting that one out. No goals. The only shot on target from either team. A long-range effort by Esme Torres, who almost on the ball there, looking to pick the pocket of Callie Carl. Lara Alvarado, that one goes right under her foot as Carl picks up the pieces. And the Cougars now to start this half coming out in what looks like a bit more of a 4-2-3-1, but this is Marino pushing forward. Is Torres onside? No, says the assistant referee on the near side. But Marino pushing forward there, trying to cause problems. It's been shifting. We saw Calderon at the start of the game pushing very high, especially on the counter press, trying to help Torres out in that regard. But now, again, we're going to see her stay higher than both Marino and Brown. So it's been a very liquid, I guess I'll call it, midfield, very fluid midfield set up for the Cougars in this game. Marino, though, back at the base of it at the moment. Far side, this is Holly Ward for Benedictine, working against Grace Glodowski. That is Wilkinson who's starting this half at left back. Glodowski is at right back, so that's flipped from where they started the game. Marino battling there and coming away with the ball. And looking to drive forward, spinning away from a defender, able to find Glodowski. Chancellor battling with Farb. Whistle goes after some prolonged confrontation. CUC free kick. Alvarado forced back under pressure from Chancellor. And it's a throw in here on the near side. Throw in for Glodowski. Calderon. Back for Glodowski. Looking to go back for Calderon again. Header won by Mintz. Calderon heading it back forward. Mintz clearing again. Moreno doing well there to hold off Nichols. And then to find Chancellor. Unable to keep it in play, however. Still no rain here. It's actually starting to get slightly brighter at the moment here in River Forest, so we will keep our fingers crossed that things stay dry for the remainder of this one. Mintz with the throw-in. Trying to flick that one on, but just flicking it into the forehead of Brittany Chancellor was Katie Farb. Mintz again on the throw-in. Couple players taking swings at it. Eventually, it's Shelton clearing forward. Torres, first touch, takes her to the center of the field, but Leonard is over to cover. Glodowski intercepting here and striding forward from right back. Looking for Torres. That's cut out by Mintz. Shelton tried to get over there, but instead it's Garcia whose first touch really lets her down there. She could have had a chance to dribble straight at the goal, but too strong on the initial touch and able to clear was Carissa Walters. Shelton straight up in the air out of play for another throw. And that ball already out of play before Healy made an attempt to keep it in bounds. It's a throw-in for CUC here on the near side. Calderon looking to flick it on. Marino. Communication really important in those situations. Shelton racing back toward her own goal. Did well to find Glodowski. Came off Glodowski's hand. In the end, it's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles. Again, both sides trying to win their first match of the season. Both coming in 0-2 on the year so far. Glodowski battling in the corner there with Alexa Lara. Kept it in play. Mainz to Leonard. Pressure coming from Kahanik, who was able to get a touch on it and force Leonard back. And in the end, it's going to be a CUC throw. Good work there by Cecilia Kahanik, who's got the throw in here for Esme Torres. Torres looking to chip it through. And back it goes to Frederick, who, as she has tended to do today, immediately clears. Marino, though, wins the header. And Brown is first to the loose ball. Glodowski will go back here for Cassie Salenzi. Salenzi will just send it forward. Loose ball in the middle of the field here. Could be a chance for Benedictine. Chance is still on, but the shot is dragged well wide by Taylor Healy. Benedictine had numbers there if they had elected not to take the shot, but given the lack of opportunities we've seen in this match, can't blame Healy for wanting to have a go there. Goal kick up coming here for Salenzi. Stepping forward there, Shelton. And a shanked clearance by Farb. Almost fell into the path of Kahanik. Going down on the far side was Ward. No foul, says the referee. Benedictine still going forward here, and Glodowski has to clear away. And now this is going to be the first corner of the match for Benedictine. They had 2 free kicks in the first half within striking distance, but this will be the first corner. Going over to take it is senior Steph Nichols, making her 56th appearance today for Benedictine. Only player with more is Katie Farb, who today makes her 59th. Nichols with the corner, outswinger toward the near post. Shot comes in, was cleared away, and it's back into the arms of Salenzi, who didn't get there on the first effort. I'm not sure who deflected it toward goal, but Cougars defenders well positioned to avoid any further danger and maintain the score at 0-0. But that's probably the best opportunity that Benedictine have had in this match. Header won off the goal kick by Healy. Torres, Brown immediately looking forward and looking wide for Kahanik. Kahanik looking to spin past Leonard. Leonard only as far as Wilkinson. Wilkinson into the middle. Left it between a couple of her teammates, and it's going to be a free kick. Foul by Chancellor. Fouled Katie Farb. Farb, who's been a versatile player for this Benedictine team in her career, was previously rostered as a forward. Now a defender this year and playing left back in this game. And another free kick going to be awarded here as Itzel Calderon is penalized. Cougars are preparing their first sub of the second half as Leonard sends this one forward toward the top of the 18-yard box. Still there. Chancellor gets ahead to it. Marino trying to get out of traffic and does. Unfortunately can't find a teammate. Mainz sends it right back in. Shelton winning that first ball. And now Marino again with a chance to break out for CUC. Marino driving wide to the left. Has Kahanik ahead of her. She'll find her. Cecilia Kahanik down the left wing. It's cleared out of play by Mainz. Throw in for CUC as they look to get back into a dangerous position, and the sub will now be made. And it's Brianna Welch coming back into the game. And she is going to replace Brittany Chancellor, which will push Grace Gladowski forward into a right wing position as Welch goes back in at right back. Throw in by Wilkinson. Torres looking to control. Ball still up for grabs on the far side. Torres. Mines clearing. Only those far as Marino. Marino will have a go from pretty good distance out, and on the bounce it's taken by Frederick as we approach 10 minutes played here in the second half. Alex Campbell with you at Concordia Stadium here in River Forest. Plenty more action coming up in Cougars athletics this week. We'll get to that in a moment, though, as it's taken away by Brown. Brown laying it off for Welch. Again, looking to get into the attack. Torres up against Alvarado. Alvarado winning this specific battle, but almost giving it away. Here's Garcia battling with Walters, who clears away. So here at CUC and here at Concordia Stadium tomorrow afternoon, the women's lacrosse team undefeated on a 12-game winning streak that dates back to 2019. They're back in action tomorrow. They'll take on Loras College. And on Saturday, we have the first football game of the 2020-21 school year. So if you can't make it out on Saturday to cheer on the Cougars football team, be sure to watch with us here on YouTube, youtube.com/CUC Sports. And a free kick is going to be awarded here to the Cougars. And a free kick to be taken by Welch. Sending it way forward. Header won there by Carl. Brown back to goal, able to turn well away from Alvarado. Here's Brown looking to the near side for Gladowski. That took a flick, I think, off a defender. No, it did not, actually. Sorry for my angle. Looked like it might have gone off of Katie Farb. Referee says it went clean through. It's a goal kick. But good work there by Allie Brown to control that ball and turn past a defender. We haven't seen the Eagles have to take many goal kicks today, and it's actually going to be Jordan Leonard, the right back, to take the goal kick. And Healy will just clear it forward. Walters. Welch. Back forward by Farb. Garcia leaving it here for Lara. Lara down the near side, cutting back to the middle. Giving it away, though, to Marino, who has been defensively so well placed throughout this game today. Welch challenged by Farb. Lara to the middle, and again it's Marino with an interception. Walters now for CUC looking to clear. Straight to the head, though, of Farb, and again it's Marino able to break things up in CUC's favor. Torres just got a toe onto that, but it's Mines who clears. Ward still going and finding Garcia here on the near side. Garcia waiting for help, but gives it away to Gladowski. Welch. Torres leaves it off for Calderon. Calderon down the near side. This is Gladowski not able to quite catch up to that one. Right idea, though. The pass from out to in by Itzel Calderon. Just over 13 minutes played now in the second half. Still 0-0. Calderon for Torres. Off her left foot, not a play. Throw in for Benedictine. And that's over the head of a Cougars defender. Garcia will get there first, looking to send a cross in. It is off of Walters and will go out for a corner on the near side. A whole line of Eagles in the D at the top of the box. Callie Carl to send it in. The in-swinger header is won there by Walters, and the whistle goes for a foul before a shot comes in that was easily saved by Salenzi anyway. Played short here to Welch. Marino. Walters. Brown. Finds Wilkinson. Kahanik, able to keep it in play right along the touchline on the far side. Walters. Kahanik. Running there into Ward. It's out for an Eagles throw. Cougar baseball team practicing in the background. Still looking forward to their home opener later this month. Leonard with the throw for the Eagles. Sent forward there by Ward. And Salenzi came for it. And Welch realized she didn't have that much time. Forward to Torres, who's 1-on-4 at the moment, waiting for help. Torres up against Mintz. Still tangling. Referee did not indicate a foul, an advantage, or anything, so just letting play go on there. Carl stepping around Brown. Farb looking to play that ball through. It will roll all the way for Salenzi. But Benedictine starting to have just a little bit more success creating offensive pressure. As Salenzi sends this one forward. It's over the head of Carl. Kahanik winning the header. Straight up, though. Torres in to help. That was a high boot from Leonard, and it is going to be a free kick as a result. As Benedictine are preparing their first substitution of the second half. Can't quite see who it is due to the yellow bib. In the meantime, though, it is a free kick for the Cougars, who, though spread out, have a lot of players forward here. And Brianna Welch will take the free kick from the 40-yard line. Welch sending it forward into the box. Header won by Mintz. Will fall here for Healy, who clears. Garcia looking for the run to her outside. This is Leonard getting forward. Chased down by Kahanik. Leonard cutting back. Looking for the run of Garcia, and it was a whiff from a Cougar. Garcia takes a shot, and it flies just high and wide. That's now the best look that Benedictine have had. It was just a slight defensive miscue from CUC. Created the opportunity for Garcia, who couldn't keep her shot on target. Subbing out of the game is Alexa Lara. And she is replaced. This is Jennifer Garcia. No, by number 30, Anna Dudziak. Dudziak into the match for the first time today. Looks like she'll play like for like as a sub at left wing. Benedictine again trying to force a turnover, and a foul is going to be given here. Jay Marino thought she got the ball. Referee says no. And a dangerous opportunity here, as Benedictine have had the better of things so far in this second half. 27 minutes still to play. Plenty of time for either side to find a breakthrough here in normal time. Steph Nichols, as she has been today, is over the dead ball here. Lots of players at the top of the 18 for Benedictine. Nichols swinging this one in right to the center of the box. Heads go up. Farb got a head to it, and in the end, it curls right into the arms of Cassie Salenzi, who looked to start things quickly, and it's just in front of the path of Welch as the wind whips up again here around Concordia Stadium, including whipping up here into the press box. There'll be a throw in here on the near side for Farb. Intercepted by Shelton. looking for the run of Chancellor. Benedictine for the moment, though, holding possession. Pressure, though, coming from the Cougars. And that looked like a handball. And now the referee's going to stop play because I think it hit Alvarado in the face. And the question the Cougars have is, could you not have given us an advantage there? But referees are instructed to stop play the moment they suspect a head injury. Alvarado there, looks like that ball might have caught her in the mouth. Hopefully she's all right. Cougars will run over to their bench for a quick impromptu timeout. 0-0 here, 25:38 to go in the second half. Scoreless at Concordia Stadium. Next up for women's soccer, they're right back here at home on Sunday as they face off with the Milwaukee School of Engineering. Kickoff scheduled for 12 p.m. local time. As for Benedictine, next up for them will be a home matchup again with Dominican. So for the second time in just 4 games this season, we mentioned the odd schedule. They're already facing off against the number 1 team in the conference yet again. So a tough start to the schedule this season for Benedictine, who here go back to Frederick in goal, but only clear as far as Glodowski. And now the race is going to be on from CUC to keep this in play. Not sure it would have mattered much, as I think Kahanik was going to be ruled offside. Another sub I must have missed is Esme Torres has gone off. A reminder that she's got a yellow card. So at the moment, Kahanik at center forward with Glodowski to her right and Chancellor to her left. And a sub's going to be made here by Benedictine. Out of the match goes Katie Farb, and she is replaced by Cassie Hackett. Leonard again on goal kick duty. Turning and sending it forward is Nichols. Battled for in the center circle between Ward and Walters. That's cut out well by Shelton. Away from the path of Garcia. Shelton almost nutmegging Leonard there. Does win a throw-in. And the Cougars with a chance to break forward here. Calderon playing it through, well-timed for Kahanik. Flag has stayed down. If Kahanik can keep it in play, which she can, players go crashing to the ground. It's going to be a corner for CUC. Great effort there by Cecilia Kahanik. So corner kick upcoming. Brianna Welch over to take it. Corner curved in, center of the box. Over everyone. Marino will give chase, but in the end, this will roll out on the near side for an Eagles throw-in. Cougars back in possession. Glodowski sending it forward. A miscontrol there from Mainz. Put Leonard under pressure, but she's able to clear and find a teammate in Holly Ward. It's given away. Calderon able to check well back onto her right foot. Played to the outside. Welch pressing forward here. Welch was looking for Glodowski. It'll be a throw for the Cougars. A reminder that in college soccer regular season, if we are tied at the end of regulation, we do go to overtime. There are no penalty kicks, though. So if play is tied at the end of overtime, 2 periods of it, then the game will be ruled a tie. Ball flies into the stands off the foot of Glodowski. Throw for Benedictine. Cougars generating another turnover. Kahanik sending it through for Glodowski down this right side. Trying to keep it in play. Wind swirling the ball around. Welch able to get there. Welch to the middle. Kahanik back to goal. Still Kahanik. Wind really wreaking havoc at the moment right now. Alvarado. Benedictine forced back here. They've got to keep this in play, which they do. Only cleared those far as Glodowski. Glodowski crossing to the middle. Looking to bring that under control was Chancellor. And in the end, Mainz has to just clear out for a throw-in for CUC. Cougars turning up the pressure here. Substitution now for Concordia. Itzel Calderon will go off. She's replaced by Paige Falkenstern. Throw in. Kahanik onto her left foot. Kahanik will swing. It's not sure if that was meant to be a shot or a cross, but she got it onto her favored foot and decided she'd have a go. Out for a goal kick. As we approach 70 minutes played here at Concordia Stadium today, we are still scoreless. Cougars again getting the first touch on that goal kick. And now it's Kahanik wheeling to the outside. Kahanik, not sure if it was a shot or a cross. It almost rolled into the goal. It's still there. And it's ruled a goal by the assistant referee. Kahanik with another long-range effort has given the Cougars the lead. A goalkeeping error by Frederick. It went right through her. And for the second time this season, it's Cecilia Kahanik on the board for the Cougars. And this time she's given CUC the lead. I mentioned in the open, maybe here on St. Patrick's Day, the Cougars could find some luck. They've turned up lucky here as that ball trickles over the goal line for the first goal of the game. 1-0 Cougars. Maybe it's just Cecilia Kahanik's thing now. She only scores goals from long range. So the new mission for CUC, try to control the rest of this game and get their first W. Mainz and clear out of play, and Benedictine now. Pressure is all on them. Under 20 minutes to go, and the Cougars lead. And referee says play on. Kahanik was looking to get in behind again. This is Chancellor giving chase. Leonard puts it right against Chancellor and ends up maintaining possession. Glodowski trying to turn to the outside. Ball just slipped off her foot. That through ball unable to find a target, though. Shelton for Welch. Brianna Welch sending it forward. Was looking for the run, I think, of Kahanik, but didn't quite get the bend on that ball she was hoping for. And after a period to begin this first half, first really 15 minutes of it, Benedictine had been the better team, but the Cougars all of a sudden turned the pressure back up. Benedictine were struggling to cope with it, and in the end, that ball just slipped through for the opening goal of the game. Mary Frederick, the goalkeeper here for Benedictine, her first year as the starter, did not make any appearances as a freshman. Cassidy Henderson played every single game in the net for Benedictine last year, and she led the NAC in both shutouts and save percentage. So big shoes for Frederick to fill. And a tough moment there for her that ended up giving the Cougars the lead as Benedictine make a change. Dudziak is back off, and she's replaced here by Taylor Leonard, sister of Jordan. Older sister of Jordan, I should add. Jordan a freshman, Taylor a junior. Benedictine have 17 and a half minutes to find an equalizer. Ball went out of play. It's a throw-in for CUC, who now also have the clock as a friend in this match. Leading 1-0 on a goal by Cecilia Kahanik, her and the Cougars' second of the season. Marino. Welch. A lot of players getting forward here for the Cougars. Mines able to cut out that pass. I'm honestly surprised that CUC isn't keeping a few more players back, but they've been in control for a while now. Welch. Almost taken away by Garcia. As I said, the Cougars got to be careful here. They've got a lead to protect. But the best defense might be a good offense. Could they find a second goal here? Welch working her way down the near side. Welch still going. Mines is over to clear it out. Throw in for the Cougars. Welch with the throw-in. Glodowski goes down, and a free kick awarded to the Cougars. Here along the near side, about halfway between the end of the 18-yard box and the sideline. And Welch is over this. 7 Cougars on the far side. The 2 center backs will stay back, though, for CUC. All of the Cougars piled up around the far corner of the box, and they'll all make that diagonal run across. Welch sending the ball in. Frederick doesn't come for it as it's headed away by Mainz. Header away finds Healy, looking here for Garcia. Garcia looking for help, but she'll just send one across, and a run being made on the far side by Leonard, but over to cover is Allie Brown. Every time today when the Cougars have looked potentially vulnerable on defense, there has been someone there covering the open space. This will be another throw-in for Benedictine. No, excuse me, it's going to actually be a free kick, which will allow Leonard to send this one in. Leonard, free kick into the area, goes through a bunch of players, and there at the end of it was number 8, Taylor Leonard, and Cassie Salenzi makes the save. It was a well-placed free kick. It was a good run by Leonard, who got there, but Salenzi, really the first time today she's been asked to step up and had to really exert herself at all, but she comes up in a big moment there, and Salenzi makes the save to preserve both the lead and her shutout for the moment. The more players that ball bounced past, the scarier it got for the Cougars. Leonard was there to meet it at the end, but Salenzi there to reject that shot, keep it out, and keep the Cougars ahead. Under 14 minutes to go now. Here is Taylor Leonard, who will know that she missed a huge opportunity to get her team back level. Walters, plenty of pressure being applied right now by Benedictine. Mainz, clearing up field, past a couple of Cougars defenders. Shelton will get to it first and play back to Salenzi. Salenzi now under some pressure and does the smart thing to just clear it out of play and not risk any mistakes. We'll have to see if the Cougars become more defensive here. They've been immediately looking to get forward when they turn the ball over rather than maintain possession and maintain their shape. Could be a chance here now for Leonard. Salenzi, though, comes charging out. And Cassie Salenzi, good goalkeeping there. Good aggressive goalkeeping. Beating Leonard once again, this time in a race to that loose ball and covering up. And absorbing the pressure well right now, the Cougar goalkeeper. Salenzi will send this high in the air. Header won there by Carl. Here's Leonard again, who's been at the center of everything since she came into this game. Hackett will keep it in on the near side. Hackett looking to get the cross in, blocked. Good defending there from Megan Shelton. Just over 12 minutes to go. Throw in for Benedictine in the corner. Benedictine player goes down at the edge of the box. Referee says it was outside the area, but a very dangerous free kick position here for Benedictine, just outside the 18. Steph Nichols will be over this one. Cassie Salenzi's come up big twice in the last few minutes. She might have to do so again here. Crowding the goalkeeper is Callie Carl. Steph Nichols to take. Nichols will just set it up at the top of the box. A swing and a miss there from Ward. And now the Cougars can break forward. Kahanik just laying it ahead. Marino trying to catch up to this one. And she's not going to quite get there. As the Cougars look to make a change. Esme Torres is coming back in. And she'll replace Glodowski. 2 changes for Benedictine. Alexa Lara and Katie Farb are in. Cassie Hackett and Taylor Leonard are out. I'm really surprised to see them take Leonard off. She hadn't played much in this game, but she comes in, gets their best shot on target of the match, almost creates a second opportunity to sub right back out. So that's an interesting decision to take out a player who's been at the center of your biggest chances here late on. Poor clearance there by Mainz. Torres able to get there first, battling with Nichols. Walters sending it forward. Torres able to direct that into the path of Chancellor, looking back for Torres, and a good sliding challenge there by Alvarado. Here come Benedictine the other way. Again looking for the run forward of Garcia. Salenzi, though, is over, and will pick this one up unchallenged. Down to 10 minutes to go. Into the 80th minute we go. Still the Cougars 1-0, the goal by Kahanik as they look for their first win of the year. Headed on there by Chancellor. Torres back for Chancellor. Cleared out by Leonard. Walters throwing. Here's Shelton. This will fall here for Lara. She's got Garcia ahead of her. Garcia leaving it off for Lara. Lara down the far side. Up against Shelton. Still going, Lara. Look to get a cross in. And the referee says it is a goal kick. Benedictine getting to this loose ball. Could be an opportunity here, but getting back to cover quickly was Wilkinson, alert to the danger that had started to develop behind her. Chancellor. Wilkinson able to keep it in and find some space. This is back now with the Eagles for Mainz. Lara gets the first touch. Kahanik battling here with Farb. Farb nowhere to go. And it's going to be Eagles throwing as we approach 8 minutes remaining here at Concordia Stadium. Reminder again that the Cougars are at home on Sunday as part of a very, very busy weekend here at CUC. Loose ball falls here to Healy. Ward. Cougars clear it back forward. It's been a really hard-working effort all the way around today for CUC, never giving up at any point. And since taking the lead, continuing to apply the same amount of pressure, a whistle has gone here. It's going to be a free kick for the Eagles. Jordan Leonard again hopeful in sending it forward. Header flicked on by Carl. And then Garcia. Marino trying to clear. Walters wins the header. Looking to have a shot was Healy, but that was never going on target. But Salenzi is over to keep it in play just in case it deflected off a teammate. Salenzi directing her teammates to get forward. Not sure if that was more of a tactic than anything to invite the pressure before picking up the ball. Under 7 minutes to go. Sent back forward by Salenzi. Alvarado heading it forward. Marino cutting that one out. Alvarado under pressure for Mainz. Intercepted by Welch. And immediately looking forward. Esme Torres trying to catch up to this one. Mainz will get there first. Unable to keep it in play, though. It's a throw for the Cougars, who again can tick a few seconds off the clock. Welch in for Torres. Outside, this is Kahanik. Kahanik will send a cross into the middle. Chancellor is there. Shot took a deflection before Mainz clears. Healy goes wide for Jordan Leonard. Desperation time approaching right now for the Eagles. Carl. Unable to find Lara. Here's Falkenstern, able to turn away from a challenge. Falkenstern's got some space here. Still Falkenstern. She'll keep going. Has Torres in the middle. Falkenstern goes down. Wants a free kick. Doesn't get one. But will get a throw in. 5.5 minutes to go now. Welch again to take the throw in. And again, she'll look for Torres. That's headed away. Marino puts a foot up high and knocks that down. Nice play. Falkenstern. Torres. Torres to the middle. Not sure if that was a shot or a cross, but it's blocked. Healy looking to get forward. Space now for Jennifer Garcia. A challenge made there by Shelton. Referee says no foul. Torres is offside and knows it, so she'll let that ball run through. But a good, strong challenge there, and a fair one by Megan Shelton. Carl looking to flick that on. Can't get past Marino, who, although she didn't score the goal, if I had to pick a player of the match today, I think I would probably go with Jay Marino. She's been really important both building up and cutting out attacks. Been a rock in the middle of midfield today for this Cougars team. Megan Shelton, who I was just talking about, might deserve an honorable mention too. And, of course, Cassie Salenzi, who is looking to get her first shutout of the year and just the second of her career. Under 4 minutes now. Benedictine sent it forward again. In hope more than anything, though, ever since that Cougars goal, not a whole lot of chances for Benedictine. The best one coming on a free kick that trickled all the way through. Taylor Leonard was at the back post, but put her shot straight at Salenzi, who made a very important save. 3:20 to go. Throw in for CUC here on the near side. If you're the team trying to hold the lead, these final minutes feel like hours. But if you're the team chasing, and they fly by, and you feel like you hardly have any chance at all. Healy sent forward to Garcia down the near side, and she won't quite keep it in play. Falkenstern able to find Welch. She'll clear it up the near sideline. It'll go out for a throw-in as the clock continues to tick away. Benedictine told to come back a bit for this throw-in. Farb looking down the line for Healy. Their first is Walters, who clears it off of Healy for a Cougars throw. Nicely done by Carissa Walters. Walters, who played almost 1,700 minutes in 19 matches last year. Welch along the sideline, looking for Kahanik. It's out of play. Under 2 minutes now. Welch gets it clear and finds Torres. Torres immediately looking to turn and find a teammate. Can't find Kahanik. Another throwing down the line, but to no one in particular. Shelton will try to keep this ball in play. Healy does well, though, to win that ball back initially, but the Cougars immediately clear again. Marino sending it forward and out of play. As the clock continues to run, now under 80 seconds to go. Alvarado will send it forward. Cut out by Marino again, but a free kick awarded here. As the clock runs, into the 90th minute we go. Cougars hanging on to a 1-0 lead, looking for their first win of the year. Everyone forward here for the Eagles. Jordan Leonard sends that ball forward. Comes down to Callie Carl. Outside for Alvarado, the center back who has joined the attack. Alvarado will keep this ball in play in the corner. No, she won't. It'll run out for a goal kick as time continues to run off the clock. Under 30 seconds now. Clock still running as Welch takes the goal kick, sends it out of play, and the clock now ticks under 10 seconds. Benedictine are out of time. Throw in, 5 seconds. Cleared forward by Walters, 2 seconds. Torres flicks the header on. The buzzer goes, and the Cougars have their first win of the year. They beat the Benedictine Eagles. The final score, 1-0 on a goal by Cecilia Kahanik. Again, it's a busy week. It's busy season now here at Concordia with so many fall sports being moved to spring. It's nonstop action. Lacrosse tomorrow, football on Saturday, more to come on Sunday, including women's soccer. So stay tuned with us right here throughout the rest of this semester for plenty of Cougars action. The Cougars get their first women's soccer win of 2021. They improved to 1-2 on the season. They'll be back at it on Sunday, and we'll see you then.